the Plucky Squire. Alright, we have hit credits of the Plucky Squire. So, wrap up thoughts. I'm assuming, yeah, it's just going to go through credits. So, I think I want to like this game more than I actually do. And part of the reason for that is the concept of the game is more fun than playing it in some cases. So, the performance issues have been very noticeable. I mean, apparently playing this on the PC or the Switch, the PlayStation 5, isn't actually any better. Like, it's a problem with the game, it's not the hardware that's the problem. And that makes it awkward to try and, like, transition from page to page and then work out what you're supposed to do with the manipulating stuff. We hit a couple of soft blocks, so the puzzle for the bridge being on the wrong side, the word for the bridge being on the wrong side, meant that you couldn't do it. I should say it has been patched, so there is a download for version 1.1 for consoles. At least I downloaded it today. It was probably available like yesterday or something like that. So maybe they fixed some of that, but it's still not great. It's not a great idea because, in theory, this game is meant for everyone, right? It's very colourful. It's very sort of. It's not basic as such. It's more like if you were to introduce children to playing a game of different types and genres and so on, this would be a great example. But yeah, just the act of playing it gets dragged down by the performance issues and it just doesn't work as it should do. It's a really good concept of a game, but the execution is not great. I mean, I don't know whether it's like the design of the game itself or it's the porting to the console version, but it seems like it's an overall issue rather than being specific to one platform. I do think the game is carried a lot by the art style. So, you know, James Turner being the art director for this, everyone in the art section here, they did a great job, at least for the 2D sections. The 3D sections, I don't know, it's okay. It's more like a translation of the 2D style to the 3D environment. But the 2D art style is really good. Like the bold colors, the clean lines, you know, everything like that. Is it Adam Farrell is the narrator? If it is, then I would say great job on the narration as well. The narration and the art style are probably the best things of the game. I do wish there was a bit more of the narrator, as in he narrates the transitions from like page to page, but he doesn't say everything on the page itself. Like when you're manipulating the words to change the environment, he doesn't always say what the words were. He did it once right at the end of the game, like an open grate rather than a closed grate. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think Devolver Digital did a great job of marketing the game, like getting attention for it. And again, part of that is helped by the 2D art style, and part of that is just because, well, Devolver Digital are good at marketing. Like, I am a player that has tastes catered to what Devolver do. So I think they had an easy job in some ways, but also a different one to make sure that people kind of paid attention to this. Well, so yeah, the thing is that this would be a really good, like, if I was to give it a score out of 10, I would have given it like an 8 out of 10. You know, it's a good game. It's not difficult. It's kind of like I said, an introduction to different genres or an homage to different genres. But the performance issues do drag it down. The soft locking bugs do drag it down. So I'd have to give it like a 6 maybe. But yeah, the art style is very strong, and I think it's easy to see the art style on videos and kind of in screenshots, but the act of playing the game is just not as fun. I did see people say that they were disappointed about how much it went into like the little mini games, like the rhythm games, the punch out, the arrow shooting. I think it was a smart decision not to go too deep into that, because this is what, like an 8-hour game almost? Probably like 9 if you're trying to get all the collectibles like the glitch birds and the art scrolls and stuff like that. Assuming that you know where to find them, that is. But I think it was better for them to say, right, we're going to do a punch-out section, and we'll do one boss, and that's it. We're not going to like go too far into it. We're going to do a drum section, rhythm section, the Crypt of the Necrodancer sneaking sections, you know. I think it was a smart decision to not go too deep. The stealth sections, I didn't have too many problems with them, too much trouble with them. I think people just don't like forced stealth because when you get caught, you have to restart. So there's no way to fight your way out of, you know, a bad situation, let's say. Yeah, so I don't know. It feels. Oh yeah, this is a weird one. Why is okay? In the main menu, the difficulty options are in the rumble. You know, that's just like, that's kind of weird that would be there. I do like these accessibility options. You know, we didn't try the jump assist. The show hidden portals thing just doesn't work. I don't know what I was doing wrong, or like, I would expect the hidden portals to be visible all the time, no matter which part of the page it's on. But we went into a portal and then it disappeared and it just didn't show up again. And I don't know if that's meant to be the case, as in you're supposed to come out of the portal and go back to a different one. But yeah, it just didn't work. Invincibility is cool. One hit kill, again, didn't try that, but this is what makes it great for kids, is, oh, are you worried about them taking damage? Invincibility. Are you worried about them having the dexterity to do, like, simple combos? Put one hit kill on, you know? That's why I think it's a great game for kids. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, graphics. So I noticed where it was getting very blurry. And again, we're playing on the Switch, it's in docked mode, it's not like a, you know, high-spec PC or a PlayStation 5 or anything like that. But still, I mean, just make the resolution, well, I can't say just make the resolution lower, because they did, that's what they did. They made it blurry, and then loaded the textures in properly after a while, but I don't know, it kind of contrasts against the clean art style in 2D when you have the 3D textures being blurry. So yeah, I mean, music was fine. I don't think anything really stood out. I do like the Moonbeard DJ kind of beat, and that's kind of it, but yeah. Oh yeah, that was chapter 10. Okay. Interesting. Can I do chapter replay? Because I want to see. So, Beeswax, Tome Tower, Moonbeard, Artia, Merrivatel. Alright, yeah. Okay. We didn't see the chapter 10, like, title, did we? We saw Magnificent Humgrump, because that's another thing. I really like the concept of you are playing as the Plucky Squire, and the narrator is narrating the story as you go along. And then there's a big switch up, or, you know, Humgrump's taken over the story, and then the narrator is, like, actively against you. I really like that concept. It made sense for it to be towards the end, as in it's not too much, because, you know, you're supposed to be playing as the Plucky Squire. But yeah, I thought that was very clever. I think that was a well-done touch. So yeah. So, obviously, lots more art scrolls to find. The glitch birds were the collectibles as well, and I don't think they're listed anywhere. No, it's just the art gallery stuff. I imagine if you're playing on PC, you'll get achievements for finding all the glitch birds and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So, all in all, it's an okay game. It would be better if it performed better, and it would be better if it was designed better. I mean, again, they might put patches in to sort of fix things, like the soft locking bug that I mentioned, but I don't know. So yeah, it was a bit of a downer, because I had higher expectations, probably unfair expectations maybe,